Alrighty, welcome in Play-by-Play podcast with you on a Friday morning to recap what's been a big week in rugby. We've got our weekend previews as well, and the Lions are approaching the Test Series next week as well. Jordan, who's with you alongside Tyler Campbell. Jordan Knack stepping out today, and look who returns, the great man, Rhian Stowers, first time 6 months or so. How are you, brother?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good to see you.
Yeah, good to be here.
How's it been back in Australia?
Yeah, it's been good, eh? I've missed the Gold Coast a lot. Went down to Sydney for a little bit, but yeah, it's good to finally be back in the Goldie.
Tyler, you well?
Yeah, good. Last day of school holidays, so really enjoying the time off, but back to reality on Monday, so good to get a potty ripped in today, and good weekend of international footy coming up.
Yeah, plenty going on as well. Before we get into that, obviously last week we did our watch along for the first time on YouTube up at Double Take Sports with Tyler and the crew. Pretty successful, I'd say. How did you enjoy it, Tyler?
Yeah, I didn't realise how, I'll use the word intense, or how big the setup actually was, having obviously the guy in the booth to the side of us, and having all the camera angles, and consistently seeing your own face while you're sitting there.
Yep.
Was a bit different, but no, really enjoyed it. It was good to do a bit of a watch along and get some quality guests in and get some different sort of insights other than our three opinions, and sort of watch a game of footy. It probably wasn't the most exciting game, unfortunately, but it was good to get in there, get some takes, and sort of show people what we're seeing in the moment.
Yeah, 100%. It's good conversation as well. Some of those big dogs as well. Good to see this guy tuned in as well.
Yeah.
There's a couple of good chats with you. The mullet was flying. So on that, next we're going to go again. First test, Wallabies and the British and Irish Lions on Saturday night, which is going to be absolutely huge. We're going to take things to a new level, hopefully, which should be massive, Tyler, eh?
Yeah, obviously a big occasion. Only happens once every sort of 12 years, so looking forward to it, and I'm hoping to see a big improvement from both sides because they're looking a bit rusty at the moment.
All right, let's get into it. What caught your eye in the week of rugby? Rhian, what got you started?
I think it's a pretty obvious one. In such a boring game, that winger for Fiji, holy, I don't know how he did it. Gets through the front line, whacks the guy, the second last defender, turns the other defender inside out, and then gets a pass away. He's just unhanded.
I think Revovo, someone? Yeah, he's a weapon.
He's good. I can't think of his name right now, but yes, unreal.
Yeah, unstructured attack. Yeah, so good to watch.
Well, you could see that they were trying to do it all game, but they just, like Tyler said during you guys' podcast things, that as soon as these passes start sticking, we're going to be in for a game. They just never started sticking.
No. Good try by them. Tyler?
My moment of the week, and it's not a positive moment, but it's obviously brought a lot of controversy and a lot of chat the last few days. It's just the use of the TMO.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just a one-game thing. It was sort of across the board. Like you see Fiji get a disallowed try because Australia stepped out. 8 phases before?
Yeah, very lucky for sure.
I didn't see that.
That's a bit how you going. You obviously had All Blacks, I think, had 3 disallowed tries.
Yeah.
And I'll give an All Black one for example, the one on the obstruction. That never gets looked at in Super Rugby.
Yep.
And I understand that the TMO needs to be involved. It helps the ref, etc. But they need to, get a clear framework of how that's going to look, because it's going to put people off the game, I think. Because you go and watch it, you want to watch the spectacle, and if tries are being disallowed as much as they were over the weekend, it's really just going to make people go, I don't want to watch this, because there's so much things that happen in rugby. Rugby's a game that there's so many different sort of variations of how things can happen, and it's not always going to look pretty, but it makes it exciting that way because you don't know what to expect next. But if we keep coming back for those, it's just going to sort of stump the flow of the game. And another example in that All Black game is they went 5 phases and then came back for a knock-on because the TMO told Nick Berry.
Yeah.
So it's sometimes you kind of we can let the game play, or...
Well, what's the solution?
Look, I can't sit here and give you a solution straight away because obviously it puts a lot more pressure on the refs without the TMO, but maybe there needs to be a rule on how many phases back you can go. In the Australian instance, Fiji didn't lose anything from Australia being out. It went back to being their line out, but I'm pretty sure they would rather have taken the 7 points because they just went 13 phases. That to them, it's a win for them because they get the ball back. But they also just lost a try.
And that was a big moment too.
And huge moment. And I just think that did not impact the try at all because Aussie make the mistake from that.
Yeah.
And it turns into Fiji ball, they counter-attack and they score. So
how far back can you go? Yeah, it's crazy. For me, obviously big news and obviously sad news. Noah Lolesio had neck surgery, I believe, on Monday night. Up to 5 to 6 months, he's facing on the sidelines, out of the line series. Obviously, there's a bigger conversation with that. But first, obviously, wishing well to your boys, mate, Noah. Sad for him. Thoughts around it?
Yeah, like having a chat to him, I think it was he kind of injured. Remember when he got crushed against the Force?
Yeah.
And there was a couple of kind of give him cortisones, and they were looking at it, and they ended up seeing. So he got admitted from hospital after getting. It was pretty bad whiplash. Originally thought it was concussion when we were watching it live, but it was just the whiplash sort of shook that neck, and went and saw the surgeon, and then the surgeon said, "Nah, you can't push through this line series. You've got to get this done ASAP." So he's home now. He's actually not in a neck brace.
Oh, good.
So he's walking around, but yeah, he's looking at 4 to 6 months recovery before he pops over to Japan. So wishing him all the best. I'm actually seeing him tomorrow. I got a suit fitting for his brother's wedding, so I'll get a bit more insight and see how he's tracking along then.
Yeah, so we'll dive into obviously what that looks like for the squad a bit later on, but we'll touch on Australia versus Fiji quickly. I guess what was your 3 takeaways from the game quickly? Obviously it was a week ago, but what sort of improvement areas for Wallaby? What stood out for you, Tyler? Rhian, I'll come to you next. Let you think about that.
I'm thinking about it too. One for me is just the Wallabies seem to have losing a lot of shape and getting rattled easily. I think they lost the physicality battle against the Fijians, and I think that's a huge thing for them moving forward against the Lions, because we've seen the Lions, one thing they've done well as a team, their attack hasn't been fluent, but their defence has been really, really good. They get good spacing, they bring a lot of line speed, and they get a lot of two-man collisions. So the Wallabies, if they want to break down that defence, need to find ways to get over the advantage line better. I think a big person who's going to help that will be Valentini. I think he was a big loss on the weekend, and maybe just speed of the ruck. I sometimes thought Tate was a little bit slow at that breakdown. If they can just tempo up that ruck a bit, it might help.
Rhian, what caught your eye?
I thought defensively, the physicality, I thought it was actually better than what I was expecting. Fiji, honestly, probably one of the most physical teams in the world, even though they do play razzly-dazzly, that they've just got those big bodies and they do carry really hard. But I thought defensively, the Wallabies actually surprised me. I think just what Tyler was saying, the shape and the ability to capitalise off of errors that Fiji were making, it was almost non-existent. Counter-attack as well. They weren't really getting any gain line off the counters. So it was hard. As soon as you start on the back foot, it's hard to get on the front foot.
Other one's breakdown. I thought Aussie was quite poor at the breakdown.
Yeah.
I think they got to get that right too. I think Fiji got a lot of turnovers, a lot of breakdown turnovers. So Aussie needs to sort of focus on that, because there's some good people on the ball in that Lions team, no matter what sort of selection of back row they go.
For me, obviously, a lot of chat around the Wallabies. They won, but it wasn't convincing. But people underestimate how good Fiji are now. They're not just a sevens outfit. The Druids in Super Rugby, that you can see the improvements as a top line 15s team.
They made the quarterfinals at the World Cup.
Yeah, and people forget that.
They beat the Wallabies the last time they played. They also sort of upset England in the last couple of years. They've been getting a lot of scalps lately on big names. So I think they're top 10 in the world. So we probably do underestimate them a little bit, because you still think it's Fiji. But massive improvements from them, and I actually thought they deserved to win that game.
For sure they did, yeah. Definitely. Anyway, so that was very interesting. Obviously, on your side of the ditch, boys, New Zealand and France, 31-27 in the end. New Zealand just get it done. We'll touch on, obviously, with this weekend for them. But on that game, thoughts, Rhian?
I think my All Blacks goggles made it hard for me to watch that game. Just knowing that isn't France's top side, and the All Blacks, we were creating opportunities, but like Tyler said, the TMO just kept interfering. I'm pretty sure I messaged the group chat at one point, and I was like, tell the TMO, fuck off.
Literally.
I agree with Fred. If 3 disallowed tries kind of makes that score blow out a little bit, and then the French are playing catch-up footy. But I've got to give the French credit. There was a lot of debutants there, and a lot of players that played with a lot of heart. I thought their 6 was outstanding. And I thought, they stuck in the game just by doing the effort areas. This weekend, obviously, will be another test for them. All Blacks obviously blooding a couple. No Scott Barrett. But I think this week, the All Blacks will get rolling a bit. I think they had a few defensive lapses, and obviously had a bit of a change in their game plan when Will Jordan gets moved to the wing and Damo has to come on in the first minute. So it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. But I thought the French stuck in it. But I do think the All Blacks were very dominant in that game still. Yes, the score didn't reflect that, but overall performance, disallowed tries, amount of time they spent in the French half, I thought they were actually the better team. It'll be interesting to see how that goes moving forward, though.
Yes, they head to Wellington this weekend. We'll touch on that in our weekend previews. But the boys, Brumbies 36, the Lions 24, and so 23,000 in Canberra on a cold Wednesday night. The Lions unbeaten, but they look beatable. I think the Brumbies did push them at times. Obviously, same as the Origin game. But what did you make of this?
There's my first problem.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I was the same. But remember, this was booked a long time ago.
We were watching.
Hang on, we can't sit here and say it's booked. We know
but
July every year on a Wednesday night. There's so I don't care who booked in first.
Yeah,
when people
it
say
would have been
that.
the Lions, but yeah,
like the Lions was booked in first. Why would Origin move? Origin's played on Wednesday nights.
Yeah.
They've had a couple of times where they've switched it up, but I think it's a loss for both sports because I'm sure there'll be a lot of those British and Irish Lions supporters that have come over that are like us. They watch League and Union and would have loved to have gone or done the whole State of Origin experience.
Yeah.
So it seems like it was just a stupid scheduling conflict between two that are obviously they're competing, but you don't need to compete that much. Like you can help each other out there.
It's more the Australian audience. Like for the broadcaster in England, they don't care. Like,
And I think
Yeah.
and I think the turnarounds as well with the Lions. I think legally, if they move it like a day shorter or a day
because they played. Was it on? They played Saturday.
Yeah.
Played Wednesday and playing again this Saturday.
Yeah. So I think
Is
if
that
they're trying to space it out as
Yeah,
much
but they
as
don't have a
possible,
game
but it's
next
just
Wednesday. They don't have a game next Wednesday.
They got one this Saturday.
Yeah, but they could have played on Sunday.
Is it on Sunday just gone?
You just push everything.
Well, they played on Saturday night against the Waratahs.
Yeah, and then you play on the Thursday.
push
and
everything
then you
back
play
on.
on the Sunday, and then they still get a.
Yeah, I'm sure there would have been a solution.
There's
somewhere,
easy
but-
solutions to it. Yeah.
it was a joke. I'm trying to watch the Origin. Josh has got the footy on the laptop, and it was hard to follow both games.
Yeah. For what you did see, I guess, what did you make of it?
I thought James Lowe, his finishing on Wednesday was a bit funny. Still got a deadly left boot, but some of the ways he tried to score tries at times,
It
I was
looked
like,
a bit awkward where he was diving.
yeah,
Did
I
you
don't know if
that?
he has a little injury, just like the one where he slid on his knees. There's a one he kind of should just ran in low and he kind of just like flopped over the try line. I was
I
like,
missed that.
what's going on there? But that's what I mean. I missed a lot of that game. I haven't actually had the time to go back and watch it yet.
Luke
Do you-
Reimer was.
Oh yeah.
You go
Do you bring Corey Toole in?
into your
Don't-
starting 15.
Bro, he's that rapid.
Yeah.
You see that try that he?
Finished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My thing is, having gone and watched the Lions live, they are massive.
Yeah, true.
It's defensively the issue with him.
Air
Even the
battles
wingers-
as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even the wingers, like
Yeah.
both. Obviously, James Lowe's like 6'1", 6'2". If he's starting,
And thick.
Vandermeer
Yeah.
is
Massive.
massive. What's the other one? Freeman,
Freeman.
the other winger. He's like 6'1",
yeah,
6'2".
he's-
They are big. They made the Reds look tiny the other week.
Yeah, I think Toole's not that tall either.
Yeah, I don't think so. But the Reds also had a small as back line.
I'm just thinking like because Corey Toole's smaller than Fluky, and then Fluky looks small.
Yeah. He's just so rapid though. Do you know
Yeah.
how good it is having a player on the field where it's
That
like
fast.
give, go?
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have that without him, do we?
No.
Anyway, they were solid in the end, 36-24, getting it done. Blair Kinghorn, injury, the Scottish, hurt his knee again, so there's another one gone. They've already lost Elliot Daly, so they're clutching at straws a little bit, outside backs.
Well, we call it. I think it's still a luxury of the players they have.
Bringing Owen Farrell as well in the mix. Anyway, so they are unbeaten against the Super Rugby sides. They go towards Adelaide Oval this weekend. Now, before we get into the news and notes and into our weekend preview, let's talk about you a bit, Rhian. We spoke about you briefly on the weekend at San Diego, but overall, enjoyable experience?
Yeah, definitely an experience. Sorry.
That's right.
Yeah. You know, like I thought it would be better, obviously going over there. But like I said earlier, like I played one of the worst games of footy I've ever played in my life, and so from that point onwards, it was just trying to get the trust back. But you know, like even that is like a teaching in itself. Like my training ethic just shot up so much, knowing that I wasn't going to be able to play the next week, and then waiting for the call again and not being able to play again, and it just like it actually gave me more drive to like at training. I just started going nuts and like putting it into perspective now. Like that's what I should be doing the whole time. Like can't take it for granted that you're named in the side every week. So yeah, it was definitely a learning for me. And then when I finally did get the chance after all the hard work that I put in, like I played a decent game in my last outing.
Yeah, cool. And that's your first time doing full-time footy.
Yeah, first time doing full-time footy. Even that, like, probably need to take care of my body a bit more. Like, it would come to trainings, and by the end of training, when it's time to do your extras, like, my body was just cooked. Yeah. So, like, probably the food that I was eating didn't help as well. Is getting a bit carried away with the American takeaway chains, but yeah. So now it's about getting back into shape and preparing for whatever's next.
What's next? I like it. I guess outside of footy, the lifestyle in San Diego, how'd you like living there?
I didn't really get out of the house much at all. Like on our days off, we'd just chill. We'd maybe go out and eat somewhere, but apart from that, I mean, it was like the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
Like being in America does not feel like being away from Australia.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's all the same. Or where I was staying anyway, because it wasn't like a big city or anything.
Yeah.
We were like 45 minutes outside of actual San Diego City. Yeah,
Did you go to Pacific Beach at all? PB?
Yeah, we went there twice.
Yeah, it's a good spot.
Yeah. We were quite drunk when we went there. So I don't remember much of it, but it was good fun. We went out to some karaoke bar as well. I thought it was like the karaoke that you do here. It's not.
How's it differ?
It's you suggest your song and then you go up on a stage and you have to sing the song on the stage in front of the whole bar, and the place is packed.
How'd you go doing that?
What did you sing?
I was too drunk and I got wasted and I couldn't remember the lyrics. I couldn't read along fast enough. I don't know, it was something about Tupac. Yeah, that's how drunk I was.
I love it. Any unique stories being in the States that I always had to tip? Any major cultural differences you sort of came across?
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the tipping, eh? Like, you'd go to fast food. Well, like, what am I tipping for? I'm paid for you to make my food. What is this tip? Are you going to bring it to me?
For the service, mate.
Yeah, but there's no service. What? I'm doing it all electronically. Yeah, and you're not bringing me the food. I have to go up and get it.
You got a tip for that as well?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Like, even, obviously, you go to a bar and can I have 2 cans of whatever it is?
Bang.
They open the can and give it to you and expecting a 20% tip.
Yeah.
And you're going, okay, if you actually made my drink and brought it to my table,
sure.
Yes, I understand the tip.
Yeah.
But me coming up to the bar and paying you an extra 20% to open a can, I can open the can if you just give it to me. But
literally.
It's sometimes I can understand the tipping culture can be so annoying.
It's because their wages are so low, they live off the tips, really.
Yeah, like if I could see in the person and was like, I think you're a good person, I'll give them a decent tip. But if they were like, they looked like they weren't enjoying themselves and weren't trying to convince me they were enjoying their job, I was like, nah, no tip for you.
Some people go full on to get the tip. Say
and then I'm like, you know what? You deserve your tip. You're actually working hard for your tip.
The service is good.
And I'll give you a good tip.
I like
$3.
Anything else on the United States, mate, you want to touch on? It's a bit of a weird old time over there at the moment, but...
everyone's like friendly as.
Yeah.
They don't like Trump where I was, but that's because they're all Mexicans.
Right.
How was San Diego in terms of the smell of marijuana?
Oh, bro.
LA was insane.
Everywhere?
Oh, my goodness.
Everywhere.
Yeah, right. He's driving everywhere. It just smells like marijuana. Walking down the street.
Really?
Everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's just like... Because it's legal, they just walk around. It's like,
everyone just gets blazed there.
Hectic. There you go. Anything else?
Favorite food?
Favorite food? Oh, there's this place. It was called Taco Stand, and they did the best Cali burritos. Tacos, and they have like sauce fountains, or not fountains, just like heaps of sauce out there that you can take as much as you want.
How good?
Drown it in sauce. It was so good. Bro, I'm actually fat. Like, I came back and I put on like 8 kilos from being there. So now I'm like running heaps. I'm gonna have to message Spencer. Message him.
I did that in 2 weeks.
I'm gonna message Spencer and be like, when are you running next?
Literally. You're not a beer guy, are you? I was gonna say what American beers.
Yeah,
Do you around either or no?
Oh, I only got around the Mexican beers. The American beers are terrible. They taste like watered down, eh?
Yeah.
They're yuck. But Pacificos.
Yeah, okay.
Can't drink over there either.
That's good, huh?
They're not the best drinkers either.
No.
Not really?
Nah.
They drink like casually compared to how like Australians and New
Yeah,
Zealanders
like
drink.
weird. Like there was like a couple times where we went to the morning and they're like, damn, bro, what the hell? We ain't never done this shit before. I was like, damn, this is every weekend for us.
Just don't binge drink,
Can't
if
help
that
the
makes
sesh.
sense.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, they were like, oh, I haven't done this since I was in college. And I was like, what the hell?
Actually, the Mexican food would have been clutch there for San Diego. Hey, I remember the Mexican food would have been so good.
Oh, so good.
They're the one above
So
it, aren't
close,
they?
yeah.
So good. Actually, the soft tacos,
Mm.
I don't like them. They taste weird.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh, and oh my goodness, the 7-Eleven egg sandwich is disgusting.
Isn't that maybe the Japanese thing?
The Japanese are the ones that meant to have the good
Eggs.
one.
Yeah, I know, but like I was just like, I didn't have breakfast that morning, and I went to 7-Eleven. And I was like, I'll get an egg sandwich instead, and it tastes like a layer of sponge cake, egg that doesn't even taste like egg, and then another layer of sponge cake. It was cooked. I had one bite, and I was so hungry, and I was like, nah, I cannot eat that.
Stick to your Macca's breakfast.
Yeah, bro, it was bad. It was bad.
Hectic. Oh, well, good experience for you, mate.
Yeah.
Good to experience something new.
Hate the food.
Yeah.
If there's anyone in America that knows where to shop and stuff, tell me.
Okay, lovely. There we
Bread
go.
is bad as you can't even eat the bread.
Bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't eat the bread.
I can't say I had bread when I was there.
Bro, I live off toast and I couldn't even eat toast. Literally, that's all I eat is toast. I couldn't eat it.
No good. Okay, we'll move along there, Rhian. For the news, boys, the Wallaby Squad's going to be announced in a few hours' time. We're just too early to know what it is, but obviously you guys sort of have an idea behind the scenes. Any surprise we're expecting, lads?
Not anymore. No.
I don't know. I think obviously 10 is the interesting one.
Yeah.
You've got Tom Liner, who's recovering from a broken finger. You've got Ben Donaldson, who probably hasn't been informed this year. And with Noah out, I don't know who the third 10 is looking like.
Like Tane Edmonds playing for the Oz team on the
Yeah,
weekend?
I saw that. But I've seen a lot of the boys that are playing in that aren't actually...
Yeah, I don't think they'll be getting pulled in.
The ones that got released to that were the ones I don't think were getting pulled into the squad.
Yeah, okay.
That's my understanding from what I've heard. But James O'Connor, for me, should be the guy that goes in.
Yeah.
I've heard rumours around insurance and different things, so I don't know what the full story is there, but the thing is, I think they need another 10 in there because every time I've seen Tommy Liner play, big games and that, he is one thing he does is when it's physical, he does tend to get concussed or he's quite a small guy and it's a big ask for him, especially someone that hasn't played much Test footy. What would he have, like 3 games under his belt now? 4 games? Like for him to be a starting 10, you're asking a lot out of him, and it could sort of make or break a kid. Ben Donaldson, I don't think's truly ever owned that 10 jersey.
Yep.
It's a bit of a worrying times and what they're going to do there.
Well, what would you do next Saturday? Who's your first choice?
I would go Ben Donaldson.
Yeah.
I just think he's a bit more, he gives us a running threat, a bit better of a defender, and then maybe Tommy Liner off the bench. But I just think they have to have James O'Connor in that squad.
If O'Connor comes in, would he start for you?
Well, he hasn't started again footy all year.
Yeah, so no?
So no, I wouldn't start him, but he's someone there that can help coach.
Yeah.
He can work with those 10s. He can do the visualization stuff. He can sit there and have a chat to the kid and be like, oh, okay, if this is happening in this moment, what are you looking for? And give his insight to help sort of better prepare those 10s going into that game. Obviously, you got your coaching stuff, but they've never, majority of the time, unless you got a Stephen Larkham or someone there, they haven't played in that 10 jersey in a big match like that.
No.
They're overseeing the whole game. Having someone who has that experience and can look at the little moments and sort of give different bits of direction will definitely help a young 10 going into a big match like that. So for me, it'd be James O'Connor. Bernard Foley, I think's a bit too old now.
Yeah.
I guess Tane Edmed's the other one.
Yeah, jeez. I think O'Connor has to be in that 23, personally,
Yeah.
next week. Any thoughts before we move on?
Outside
backs?
I think that's the only one that's really
I think it'd be the exact same
questionable.
squad.
Yeah, I think everything else will be the same.
Pete Samu, do you reckon he will come in after he's supposed to play on the weekend? Do you reckon he's done?
I think he should be in there.
Yeah, but I don't think he will come in.
I wouldn't be surprised if he is named.
Mm.
I think he is the one I would bring in, and I think we talked about it with Rongers. One thing he has over the other back rowers is he's actually a line-out option.
Yeah.
If you go Fraser McWright, Harry Wilson, and Valentini, none of them are really line-out options. Having someone like a Pete Samu
Then if you
in
have
there,
Skelton at lock,
Skelton at lock,
non-aligned option, you're skinny.
yeah, it makes it tough.
Yeah.
And Valentini has to be in there. I think Fraser McWright has to be in there. And
Harry's
now-
your captain.
Harry Wilson
I
is the
heard
captain. Yeah.
I heard Jake Gordon.
Well, I think it'd be Harry Wilson now. They did him last week. He'll be captain the whole way, you don't think?
No, I don't think they've been the team that names a captain for the whole time.
True.
Like Harry Wilson captained the back end of the Lions, but someone else was captain at the start of the year. Will Skelton was also captain in the Wallabies a couple of years ago.
World Cup. Yeah.
World Cup, so...
Yeah.
It's a bit of a lottery.
Under old, mate.
Yeah, your mate. Anyway, so yeah, there we go. We'll see how that pans out. I believe 1 p.m. today gets announced for the squad. So here we go. Hopefully a few of our friendly faces are in the mix. Let's go now to weekend preview. The All Blacks and the French. $1.11. The All Blacks, the French, $6. The Lions, 18.5. 3 changes. Tavatavanawa on the bench for a potential debut. Artie Savia will captain the side. Scott Barrett is injured. Tuipulotu comes into the row. And Clark will start on the wing with Sevi Reece being out.
I'm excited for this week after, I wouldn't say a bad performance last week. They were still dominant, like Tyler said, but just in the finishing areas, I think we're in for a good game, especially if they can get the ball to Rico, I reckon, a bit earlier, let him actually work.
Yep.
Every time he got the ball last week, and it's a credit to the French wingers are so good at closing space, chasing kicks, everything. They're so good at closing space, but if we can get like Caleb Clark and Rico Ioane the ball early, I think that's where we'll get paid.
Rhian, and Tyler?
Yeah, I think this is obviously another good squad. Scott Barrett's obviously a big loss, but I expect a massive performance from Artie. I think he was a little bit quiet last week and got a little bit of, I guess, slack from the media, but he's now got the captain next to his name. We see how well he plays when he does get the captaincy, so I'm looking for him to have a massive performance. I actually think they win this one 15 plus.
Okay. The number's 18.5.
Or is it?
18.5, yeah.
I reckon they cover that.
Yeah. Okay.
Reason for that is I think Will Jordan at fullback is a massive inclusion. I think when he had the ball last week, he looked real dangerous.
Yeah, bro.
But he didn't really get the opportunity to roam around as much.
Yeah.
Obviously, you saw his first try. He did sort of come across, and I think he was on someone's hip and went through. I think him doing more of that and being able to ball play and being more of a threat will open up a lot of things for the All Blacks. Interesting to see how the bench goes because there's a lot of impact coming on. I thought Pasaleo Tossi was outstanding when he came on last week. Really brought some gain line carry, same as Ollie Norris. And then Dupes Karifi and Tavatavanawa. I would hate to be a breakdown if those two are on, and Artie.
Yeah, look out, eh?
I think that's just going to give us a lot of impact off the bench to sort of finish strong.
I can't wait to see him in a black jersey, Tavatavanawa. I can't wait to see how he goes.
Where's he going to play, you reckon? On the Sting? Or just
Surely not.
Yeah, I think he will be on the Sting.
Do you reckon?
Reason for that is if Geordie Barrett is obviously out there, and I don't see Geordie Barrett playing 13, and I don't really see Tavatavanawa playing 13. So unless they move Geordie Barrett to fullback and bring him on at 12, that's the way I'd see that playing out.
Yeah. Okay. What was your final pick on this? All Blacks.
Who's going to win?
Yeah,
All Blacks.
by a lot?
I think it'll be 17 points.
Okay, so French.
Under the line.
Okay, there we go. I reckon, All Blacks too good in Wellington. They do a job 13 plus for me.
Remember, it's Wellington.
It is Wellington.
Oh, yeah, the curse.
Rhian's people make them suck in Wellington. Nah, they broke the curse last year.
Okay.
They get it done.
All right, let's go to Adelaide now. Australia, New Zealand, Invitational versus the Lions. $1.27, $3.50. The combined side, the Lions 12.5. Teams-wise first. Pretty good side, Aussie New Zealand. I quite like it. Good to see Bondi, Angus Blythe getting the crack. The back row is unreal. Frizzell, Samu, Satutu.
I reckon that's the strongest area in that team.
Yeah, let's talk about that side first. What do you make of the team?
Interesting makeup of players.
Yeah.
You obviously get a lot of world-class players that have come across and a lot of good players that probably were lucky to miss out on the All Blacks and miss out on the Wallabies. But a lot of contrasting styles of footballers too. So I'm really interested to see how they're approaching this game, whether they're going to play it like test match footy or whether they're going to be a bit like a bar side.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for the later. Reason for that being I just think there's no need for them to play that test match style of footy. And I think that's where teams have struggled against the Lions. I think the Brumbies are a bit better, but no one's really throwing a shot at them.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like the Reds never looked to have a crack when I watched that game live. They were trying to play test match footy against 23 experienced test match players. So I would like this Oz NZ team to really just have a go at them. I think Nani at 13 is interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know how he's going to go defensively there.
Bro, Bro, AJ Lamb, like, is it Tini Nana Sotoro? Is he injured in the All Blacks?
No.
See, like, why
He
is he not
played,
in there?
He hasn't played much this year.
Or see that's another thing. I have not been able to watch much Super Rugby being in America. Yeah, so I'm out of the loop. But everyone that I remember from
the one I thought that should be in the Modi Narawa.
What is he not in the All Blacks?
No.
What?
So he's one I thought might have been in this game.
Is he in that wider All Black squad? Is that maybe that's why?
Yeah, maybe he's still in that.
Like in that training.
True.
It's pretty cool though, like the likes of McLaughlin Phillips and Kalani Thomas playing with Karabiti and Havili. Like that would never happen. Like, for those
Joe
guys.
Bryle, I'm excited to see him play.
Yeah, off the bench. Joel Campbell got the crack. Falau Fakatava and Tate Edmund for a halves pairing.
Yeah, see, that's like
It's
that's so contrasting. Yeah.
Actually, in saying that though, when he wasn't Tane Edmed and he was Tane Edmed playing New Zealand rugby, he was playing the best footy of his life.
True, yeah.
So having that and Havili outside him, I actually expect he might have a massive game this weekend. And he might be one to watch that if he does have a big game, maybe he is putting his hand up for the first test.
One man who'd be keen for a big one, Salikai Loto, obviously trying to get back in that mix. He'll captain with Havili this weekend. He'll be fired up, I'd say.
It's a big side, eh?
Yeah. 100%.
That is a big side.
And Sean Stevenson, he's a weapon at the back. Marika, I'm keen to see him again.
Yeah, I'm keen to see Marika again.
So,
top level.
Should be good. Anyway, let's go on the Lions side. Obviously, the big one, Owen Farrell on the bench in 23 years.
He'll be in the 23 come the test match.
Yeah, they just give him some time, eh?
Dad will make sure he's in there.
Yes, it's a bit of that. Pollock, Earl, and Morgan. That's a big back row as well, which would be a good matchup. Tupalotu and Hugh Jones, the centres. So it sort of says they won't be. That's going to go. They're going to go the Irish pairing for the first test. Is that what that tells you?
Not really. I thought this would be the test that more likely play their top team.
You reckon?
Well, that was my thoughts of how they'd approach it because they now get a week off.
Yeah.
They don't have a game next week.
Yeah.
It's after the first test. They have the midweek one against the Pacifica team.
Yeah.
So I don't actually know what they're doing. I think Hugh Jones has locked down that 13 jersey for me.
Yeah, he's been unreal.
The Bundy, Tuipolotu, I think those two are fighting out for the 12 jersey. So depending how this goes, I don't think either of them have owned that jersey yet on this run of tests.
Yeah. I still think he might go Ringrose though at 13. The Irish connection. I feel like he just likes it.
I think Hugh Jones being their best player,
Yeah.
best back. Sorry,
I agree, but it wouldn't surprise if he does because they were saying that Brumby's team was close to their best, the Lions.
Yeah, I think that's the original. Like I thought that was, but if Hugh Jones has another blinder this week, you can't not start him.
Yeah, 100%, man. All right, boys. Can the Aussie and New Zealand, can they push them at all? What do you think here? I have no idea what to expect.
Oh, it's hard. How can you know what to expect?
Yeah.
I reckon it could be an awful game.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be the guy that brings the bad news, but you've got two teams here that don't have much continuity together.
Yeah.
The Lions have obviously spent 2 weeks, 3 weeks together now. This team spent a week.
Yeah.
I feel like there could be a lot of errors.
Yeah.
But there could also, on the flip side of that, be a lot of unreal tries, just off pure talent and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So,
it has the makings for the best or the worst game you've ever
it's one of those
seen.
games you sit there and go, I don't know what's going to happen here. But I don't think the NZ team can do it.
No. The number's 12.5. But I thought it was kind of generous for them.
Ooh. You know what? I'll give them a chance.
Yeah. Okay.
I reckon they'll cover. NZ to cover.
Yeah. Right.
Nani to score a double.
Okay. I like it. Rhian?
Oz NZ to cover, and I'll go Marika to score anytime.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be good.
Good full circle moment. I'll go. Yeah. Oh no, I'll go Lions cover that. I reckon they beat them by 20 plus. And Satutu for a little roughie as well. All right, other internationals, boys. There's obviously plenty going on here. We'll just sort of run through these and just sort of give me your thoughts. But off the top, Japan versus Wales. 18 games in a row, the Welsh.
Wales are going to break it this week.
You reckon? You calling it?
Yep.
Okay.
I thought they deserved to win on the weekend. They just don't know how to win.
Yep.
I think
18 in a row.
even the Six Nations, there was a couple of games they should have probably won and they let slip.
I think the last time they won was the World Cup against us.
Do you see that they were ranked number 1 in the world? It was at 2019.
The Welsh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Really?
They were number 1 in the world. I remember that heading
Before
into
the
that
World
World
Cup,
Cup. Yeah. And everyone's like, the Welsh are going to win the World Cup. It was, nah.
Nah. Yeah, wild. How's this for some familiar names? Jack Nelson, Dylan Riley, Ben Gunter, and then Sam Green. Remember Sam Green? He
Yeah,
was
the
my
fly
age. Yeah, he's on. They're all playing for Japan.
And then Malo Tuitama
Yeah, like
from New Zealand as well.
Siosifa Fafita.
he was in there.
Have you seen him?
Just get a stutter.
Bro, I think I'm having a stroke.
Nervous.
Mumbling too much.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, plenty of Aussie connection there. Who wins? You go Japan and Wales.
I reckon Wales get it done. I
Japan.
reckon they'll sneak through.
Yeah,
Japan.
Love the I just think the Welsh need a win.
Nihonjin.
yeah. Okay, I like it. Fiji, Scotland.
Fiji.
Yeah, I reckon they win as well.
Yeah,
A lot
Fiji.
of Scotland's in the same boat. Fergus Burke from the Satyrs, Tom Jordan. They've got 4 or 5 New Zealanders playing this weekend as well.
All these Kiwis. South Africa and Italy.
South Africa by plenty.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's scary. I saw that South African team named.
Yeah,
They've changed a lot of their players, and that team is still stacked.
it's frightening.
Like, they've got so much depth in their rugby system at the moment.
I don't see them losing at the moment.
No, it's... Like, I can see them lose a game, but I just think they've got so much depth that they are the best rugby nation in the world at the moment.
And the All Blacks are versing them what?
Yeah, at Eden Park in September. It's going to be huge.
Oh no, at Eden Park.
Nah, at Eden Park, I'd back us. It's the other one.
Yeah.
The capital curse.
Yeah, that one. Portugal, Ireland.
Look at me like that and say it like that. That one.
I still back Ireland.
Ireland, yeah.
Yeah. Argentina, England.
Argentina.
Really?
I think after last week, after they got pumped by England, second side,
Yeah.
they're going to bounce back and put on a performance.
I can go England.
Okay, there we go. So plenty of footy going on, boys.
Remember, all England's players are here.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm still going
I thought he was
England.
the biggest English hater.
Yeah, you hate
out
it.
there.
Remember the World Cup? Jesus.
I do hate them, but I'm just opposing Tyler.
I like it.
Did you pick Portugal?
Huh?
Did you pick Portugal?
Well, I'm not that sure.
Not that desperate. All right, let's go to QPR, boys. Obviously, big one. Big win last week for you boys.
Brothers.
Sweet. 2 tries last week, but bigger one tomorrow. Bond versus Brothers, Ladies' Day at the Canal.
Majestic
Tyler,
horses.
this is going to be good.
Majestic
Really
horses.
looking forward to the majestic horse.
Yep.
Engaging line dancing on the field.
Yep. Country Western theme. Look out.
The thrill of the whip.
Oh, cut a promo. How good. On the field, how are we looking?
Good. Obviously, back-to-back wins for us, and it looks like we're treading in the right direction, but we get to really test ourselves this weekend.
Brothers off a loss, too.
Yeah. If we're serious about where we think we want to be and playing finals footy, what a better way to test where you're at than playing the benchmark of the competition. They're back-to-back premiers for a reason, and they've got a lot of depth throughout their club and a lot of quality players. I haven't actually seen team lists yet, but so I don't know if you're getting your flukes or anyone like that being released to play. So really looking forward to, I guess, the occasion, obviously being Ladies' Day and a bit going on, but also just looking forward to the challenge against Brothers, and I think the boys are up for it, and I'm really sort of focused on this game because a win here really puts us in a good position moving forward. So looking forward to tomorrow. Just got to make sure we're not distracted by everything going on and can put on a performance.
Yeah.
80-minute performance. Remember last year?
Yeah.
We put on a 15-minute performance and almost came back.
Yeah, that was a thriller last year. Are you going to be around tomorrow, mate?
Yeah, definitely.
The boys? The club?
Definitely come
Hasn't
down
turned
to
up to a game, but now it's Ladies' Day.
Yeah,
Comes
like, all of a
wandering
sudden.
back in.
Now.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Did you play last week? Well, you haven't been at home since I've been back.
Fair enough.
I'm not driving up to Brizzy. Sorry, boys.
It'd be good to see you down there, mate. That'd be fun. Now we'll sort of change codes. Origin, quickly, your thoughts on this? Queensland, they do it again, boys. It was,
Bro, New South Wales actually don't get footy.
nah, facts.
I'm a fence rider
Okay.
because I'm not
Yeah.
obviously not born here, so I don't kind of.
But you live in Queensland your whole life, no?
Don't be trying to make this.
Surely you'd lean one side, no?
It's state of origin.
Okay,
My origin is New Zealand.
All right.
Yeah.
But I will say this: I
Mine's
thought
New
this
South
year,
Zealand.
I thought this year, I didn't feel Origin was as big. I don't know
Yeah.
how anyone else felt. Like I didn't feel like there was as much hype around it as it has been when I was sort of growing up. I don't know if I'm just a bit more disconnected from league this year, but kind of seems like it's just sort of lost a little bit of aura about it. And I thought the games weren't as high quality as they have been in the past either. Like I watched all 3 games and, supported where I could and put a few, dabbles on here and there, but I didn't feel like it was as quality as I'd seen in the past.
Yeah, I think you're missing all those, your Smiths, your Slaters, like those Thurstons,
Yeah.
those names, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like you got your Munsters, obviously, Clearys, but no one that really sort of you think's an immortal in that lot.
I agree.
And I don't know, it just didn't, for me, it just didn't have that same vibe to old Origin. I think getting rid of the fighting and the shoulder charge and everything
I
that
think
comes
that
with
they
it.
actually should bring that back just for Origin.
A couple of punches thrown. It's all
Oh,
good.
bro.
Yeah.
Well, not even the punches, but like my most exciting part of the whole Origin was the kickoffs.
Yeah, for
Like
the back fence.
Spencer Lin, like talking about that and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But other than that, I didn't really think they were the highest of quality games that we've had in the past.
No, definitely not.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, people are watching it. Total
Yeah.
TV reach 5.6 mil on Wednesday night.
Yeah, everyone will always watch Origin.
Yeah.
No matter what. Like even if it is like shit games, they're still gonna
Yeah.
watch it just for what it is. And like Queenslanders are diehard supporters, and I reckon that might be part of the factor why it wasn't as big this year. Like if no one was boasting as much this year, because I don't reckon they thought they were gonna win.
No,
because I didn't think they were gonna
Yeah.
win at all. I
Could
thought
be
they had
fair,
no
yeah.
chance.
Yeah, it's a good point. New South Wales too good. And did you see the SBW versus Gallon stuff at the end of the coverage? Did you see that?
No.
I didn't see that.
They were going both back and forth. So
What, just arguing on TV?
yeah, it was. Sunnyville was obviously on the coast and Gallon was there, and they were going back, and Gallon called him a weak gutted dog. It was the most cringe thing I've ever seen in my fucking
Is
life.
that Gallen's only insult?
Yeah,
I
it's-
swear, every boxing thing he calls the other guy a weak
Well,
gutted
he's-
dog.
Yeah, it's trash.
He's got the vocabulary of a 3-year-old.
Well, yeah, are you surprised?
They're both. Nah.
Yeah, and then Sunnyville was like, my brother, and Gallon's like, I'm not your brother. I'm older than you, you idiot. It was just, yeah, it was tough to watch.
Bro, they're only
You can't have older brothers?
they're only like 3 years apart.
Yeah. Well, are they both in their 40s?
No.
No, I don't know if SPW.
See, that's
yet.
a problem. See, I
Yeah.
think Gallon's 42 and SBW's 39.
So you're an SBW man on Wednesday?
We got to back the All Black.
For sure, but you reckon he will win?
I honestly couldn't give less fucks
Yeah,
about this
facts.
fight.
You know what's funny?
True.
Yeah, I have not bought in, but
I will not be watching it.
I don't think this is going to be a fight where someone gets knocked out.
Nah.
Don't
No.
be surprised if it becomes a points.
Yeah.
Someone wins by points and then they hug at the end and say, "Oh, we don't actually hate each other."
Yeah, that's spot on. Gallon's a big dude. I don't think Sonny's going to drop him.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
I've seen.
I hope
Did
so.
you not watch Taporia knock out Oliveira the other week? He ain't a big dude.
Yeah, but they're boxers. These two are fucking
Yeah,
pensioners.
Taporia is like fucking
He's a freak.
freak though.
Yeah.
Sonny Bill Williams is a fighter. Bro, he got slept by Mark Hunt, didn't he? Didn't he lose the fight against Mark Hunt?
I don't remember him fighting Mark Hunt.
Yeah. Sonny Bill.
Yeah, I think he did
I
fight
remember
him.
Gal did.
Yeah, they both did. Paul Gallen beat Mark Hunt because Mark Hunt rocked him and then started walking around like this instead of finishing the fight. And then Sonny Bill got slept by him, I'm pretty sure. Oh, not slept, but TKO.
Oh,
There you go.
there you go. Shows how much I follow their boxing careers.
There we go. That's a pretty good wrap, boys. Plenty to come. Anything you want to touch on before we look to wrap up here?
Get rid of the sternum law.
Yeah.
Thank you. Welcome back.
Welcome back, son.
How's it going?
It's actually calmed down a little bit.
Really?
I feel like there's
Yeah,
been
they're
less
not as
penalties
crazy.
the last few weeks.
Oh, that's all good.
Good to see.
Or we've
Well,
just
you're-
I
all
must have been listening to our podcast.
100%.
um,
But yeah, big weekend ahead.
massive weekend. I'm just thinking if there's any event. Cooper Flag making his debut as we speak
For the Mavericks, eh?
in the Summer League.
Yeah.
I know Bronny James hit a shot over the top of him to start the game. I don't know what's happening now, but
NFL will be back soon. College football will be heating up, so it's all to come.
yeah, get the college football and
Hey.
we're going back to back.
Yeah? You reckon?
I reckon we got the receiving call for it.
Fuck, I'm excited. How good.
I've been playing the game, I suck at it. I cannot figure that game out, eh? It's so much harder than Madden.
Like the mechanics of it are a bit
Yeah.
different.
Nice.
Right.
I like it. All right, boys. Good to see you, mate. Don't forget, next Saturday night, the watch along live on YouTube. The Lions and the Wallabies will be ready to rock and
The
roll again.
Lions.
Thank you, Tyler. Thank you, Rhian. We'll see you next week. Have a good weekend.
Rawr.